Hey everybody, welcome to NRG Stadium. I'm with Seth Davis of Sports Illustrated and CBS. We're talking about the second game of Final Four doubleheader, Syracuse versus North Carolina. Give me an X factor in this game, Seth.
I think the biggest thing, David, is whether or not Syracuse can rebound off the defensive glass, and Tyler Roberson in particular, because he's by far their best rebounder, and he has almost twice as many rebounds per game in their wins as he does in their losses. And of course, North Carolina, this is the worst three-point shooting team in the history of North Carolina basketball since there's been a three-point line. So they're not as heavily dependent on making threes as the other three teams who are at the Final Four. So for Syracuse, the one downside, the biggest downside of playing a zone is it leaves you vulnerable on the defensive glass. If Tyler Roberson can help plug that up and keep the Tar Heels off the offensive glass, I think Syracuse is going to have a very, very real chance to win.
Now let's talk about the mentality of these two teams. North Carolina, #1 seed, the heavy favorite coming into this game to win not just this game, but also the national championship. Syracuse, a 10 seed. Do you think that gives either team an edge?
Well, I would certainly rather come in as the 10 seed and the underdog and be able to play footloose and fancy free. I mean, once the game starts, I think maybe it doesn't matter as much, but in the lead up to the game and the way that you can respond to different situations during the course of the game, and also keep in mind that North Carolina has not really had a difficult game in the NCAA tournament. They've all been pretty much blowouts. I think their average margin of victory is 16 points per game, and all of them have been 14 and above. So I kind of like psychologically how that sets up for Syracuse, and the fact that they've already played twice during the regular season. Even though North Carolina won both games, they were both very competitive games right to the last 2 minutes. And so I think if there's a psychological advantage to have, I would tip that towards Syracuse.
Well, the college basketball season is coming to a close. Stay with us on SI.com for all the rest of it. For Seth Davis, I'm David Gardner. Thanks for watching.